Good evening. I am Karen,
And I'm Leela.
and welcome to another episode of These Can't Be My Kids.
Where parenting never ends, sanity is optional, and we're still footing the bill.
And I say it every week. That is so freaking crazy. So crazy.
Just insane.
Oh, okay. I thought you was going to give me a cure for it or something.
Absolutely not. Not today. That's why I'm sitting here with you.
So, what is on the agenda today? What craziness have our kids done this week? Or what craziness has your kids done this week?
First, we have a story.
Uh,
We're going to start off this episode with our It's the Audacity for Me story.
no, you said it wrong. It's the audacity for me.
You know what we mean.
Because it really is.
And this is kind of, so somebody watched our last episode and they had an audacity story that they wanted to share. So we're going to piggyback off of that before we get into today's topic, which was role reversals. So, but Karen's going to do this week's audacity story because the audacity of it all.
So, last week we were talking about how, our kids say things and they don't think that they're being disrespectful.
But
and
they
it's,
are
yeah, and it's their tone, and it's just like, really. So I was
all the time.
all the time. So this story, I'm not gonna get all deep into it, but basically, this woman is going out of the country. Okay. She's going out of the country, and this trip has been planned for a while, and she has a dog. Now, mind you, she's a grandmother, and she watches her grandkids all week long.
Okay.
And even sometime on the weekends. So she's getting ready to go out the country, and she has her dog. She can't take her dog with her. And she goes to tell, she's talking to her daughter about making these plans for her to be leaving to go out of the country. And her daughter says, so who's watching your dog? And she
the daughter with the grandkids?
Yes, who she watches.
Oh.
So she goes, excuse me, what? And she said, who's watching the dog, your dog? And she said, the same person who watches your kids. And she said, don't you think you should ask me first?
How many times does she ask her to babysit for her?
Listen, let me tell you.
Or does she ever ask her to babysit for her? Or does she just be like, here's the kids, they're your grandkids, just take them?
Listen, there has been times where this woman has been at brunch or lunch where she wasn't supposed to even take the kids.
And she take them with her?
She ends up having to take them with her.
She leaves where she's at? Or she takes the kids with her to brunch?
She takes the kids with her to brunch because her daughter never shows up to pick them up on time or, how things were supposed to be met. So she ends up taking them to lunch, to brunch. One day she dropped the kids off because she said she needed a moment. And she went and got a full body massage, her nails done, her feet done.
The daughter did?
And a wax and everything. And this was actually, this woman she works from home. So not only did you leave the kids with her while she's working from home, well, actually, she's not like a full-time remote employee. She works and then she goes,
but this specific day, she was working from home.
So the thing was, she was like, well, don't you think you should ask me?
But the daughter had the audacity to actually tell her mother that she needed to ask her.
To watch her dog while she's out of the country.
Is the daughter, she don't stay with her though?
No, she doesn't. And she's not asking her to stay there
she
for a long period of time. Go check on the dog and things like that. And then she has cameras all through her house, so you just like, really just go walk, make sure he eat and he okay. So it's not taking a lot of time. But then she said to her, well, what if I want to do something?
Yeah, it's the audacity. It's like, really, after all the stuff that I do for you, have done for you and today, and you act like, how long is she going to be gone for? 2 weeks?
10 days.
10 days. Not even a whole 2 weeks. And she actually says, shouldn't you ask me first?
And then it wasn't even the question, right? You see how we're saying it to one another? It's just like, oh, shouldn't you ask me first? Mm-hmm. It wasn't like that. It was with such an entitlement tone.
Like, you're supposed to ask me
like,
first.
Why you didn't think to ask me first?
Yeah, no.
And it's just like,
okay.
And she goes, I said, excuse me? She said she had to say excuse me 3 times because she couldn't believe that her daughter.
She was probably just like, let me make sure that I'm hearing this properly.
Exactly.
Let me get this clear.
Exactly.
You're telling me that I should have asked you to watch my dog instead of knowing that, considering everything else I do, that you're going to watch the dog.
And knowing that this trip has been planned for a while, I spoke to you about it a while ago, and now all of a sudden it's, well, don't you think you should have asked me? And so it goes back to last week. It's just like they say things in such a hurtful way, and they don't even know that it hurts. Yeah. And then they go on and they just continue to talk to you like it was nothing, while we walk away and we like, what?
Like, who are they talking to?
Like, why?
That's what I don't get. I don't know. It's because they're kids.
No. What was it last week?
They're adult juveniles.
Adult juveniles.
That's
yes.
right.
I love it.
That's ultimately what they are. So for them, it's not even the same. They don't know any better. Although they should, because my kids would know better. That's why these can't be my kids.
Exactly.
I mean, because mine would know better.
Exactly. So, one, as much as I told the story last week about my daughter and the things that she said and it hurt my feelings, I felt even worse for this woman because I was like, dang, all that you do, and it's not just one kid that she babysit, it's twins. It's twin toddlers.
Toddlers.
Yes. Twin toddlers.
Listen, I ain't want a toddler when I had my own, much less twin toddlers.
Yeah.
So she be going above and beyond to take care of these kids, and her daughter says, you need to ask me first. To watch a dog, not even like it's like a kid or another human being that you have to spend 24/7 with. It's a dog. You walk them, you feed them, and they stay on their own way.
And you send the dog outside the back to do what he needs to do. You don't have to feed him. You put the food in a bowl, he feeds himself. There is nothing else pretty much left for you to do. Make sure the dog go to the bathroom and he eats. And then he's a dog. So it's not like it's a specific schedule that you have to stay on. But, these kids these juvenile adults have their own thinking.
Juvenile delinquents.
Yes.
No, juvenile adults.
Yeah, not delinquents adults.
No.
But sometimes they do feel like
they act like delinquents.
But it's just, it really is the audacity that all the things that we do as parents, and again, we talk about, boundaries and being able to say no, but regardless to all of that, it's the simple fact that all that we do, and then you turn around and have the audacity to say some of the things that they say in such a entitled tone, it makes no sense to me.
It's because they are disrespectful.
Yeah, they are. But then they turn around and they want to turn around and be our parents.
Yeah, girl. If they tell me one more time how to do something, I don't know. I'm like, I've been living longer than you for sure. Like, I know my age. I know your age. And in order for me to have had you, I had to be here before you. Because I had you.
And then they tell you stuff that they've never really been through, and trying to tell you how to do it.
You'd be like, when was the last time you was married? Because when you're trying to tell me how to live my life as a married woman, I'm like, huh?
Or a successful relationship. You gonna tell me? Oh yeah, my youngest one always tells me that.
Mine's always the youngest one.
I don't know. Because she thinks she's somebody's mother.
I'm telling you. What she tell you about your relationship? What she say?
So she first of all, she's had one relationship, one that we know of.
Okay.
For a long period of time. It was for 6 years. Mind you, she's the youngest, so that's 6 years. She probably was dating him since 8th grade. I don't know. But
one long-term 6-year relationship.
Right.
On the books.
In school.
While in school. Okay.
Right. So that means
she know something.
Technically,
something.
if you want to put it that way, does she really know about having an adult relationship?
No. Just something.
But she finds a way to always tell me how I, who is fully an adult, on how I should have a relationship, how I should date, who I should date, where I should go on a date with, the time I should come home. She basically, she really be like, you really have a curfew. I'm like, what?
A curfew to come home to what?
We don't even live together.
I know. You're just right about a curfew.
Or how I should date. Or if I've had a bad relationship or it ended, and she's like, well, you shouldn't probably date for a long time. You shouldn't date for like, some years. Or you shouldn't date that person. And we went out. We were actually in Puerto Rico, and we were eating lunch, and this guy came to the table, and he was just talking to us and everything, and she was
flirting.
She was so rude.
Oh, she right? Flirt?
No, she don't do nothing.
Oh my goodness.
Girl, that girl got so many. Anyway, that's a
whole
whole other conversation.
That's another episode.
She was so rude, and then as we're at the table, she trying to tell me, "Oh, you shouldn't be talking to him." No, yeah, he may be. We in Puerto Rico. He was a little intoxicated, but he was funny as all ever, right? And he was paying,
just having a good time.
And he was paying for the food and the drink. So we was having great conversation with him. I was having great conversation with him, and she was like, and when I tell you that she turned into a mama so fast that even he was like, wait a minute. When he found out that I was her mother, he said, wait, hold up.
Like, who's the mother here?
You the mother?
Like,
I said, yeah. He said, well, first of all, I thought y'all were sisters. But now that I know that you the mother, no, she ain't in here trying to be somebody's mama. I said, yes, she is.
Every time.
Every single time.
Listen.
And I'm like,
well, my youngest always telling me, why are you listening to Dad? Because we a couple. Why you got to do what he say? It's not that I got to do what he say, but we a couple. We on the same page because that's what happens when you marry. And she constantly telling me, you an independent woman. I am not independent. I am married. Independent means alone.
I'm interdependent.
Correct. I'm like, who are you talking to? She'd be like, Mom, you should just do what you want to do. You don't have to listen to him. And I'm like, when was the last time you was in any relationship? Because her friend...
He don't even got a title.
He don't even have a title. She'd be like, we're not a couple, but y'all together all the time. So I'm like, I don't know. Maybe she think that's what marriage is. That you just kind of hang out with that person all the time, but you don't do anything.
But you don't listen to them.
You don't listen to them. You make your own decisions. You all independent. You don't have to really engage with them in any capacity, but you just be around them all the time.
Do she want to be married?
I don't know. That's a good question. That's a good. I don't know for the youngest one. The two older girls, they definitely want to get married. I know they want to have relationships, and they don't really give me the same advice like she give me as it relates.
It's
to
always
marriage.
the youngest one.
It's the younger one who is basically like, I don't know why you do anything he tell you to do. He don't have to tell you. He not the boss of you. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not the boss of him. We not the boss of each other. We just married couples that make decisions together and do things together. So how you over here trying to tell me how to be in a relationship when you ain't never been in one before? But I don't know.
So I guess I wonder what gives them the thought to even think that they could be a parent or be. I remember when my oldest was younger, me and her got into an argument, and I said to her, you could never walk in my shoes. You can't fit my shoes. And even if you could, you still wouldn't be able to walk in them. Mm. And every time I look at my youngest, and that girl always has something to say. It's the same thing. And it's like, you never had this role before.
Correct. You never. Well, now, right, the oldest are parents now, right? Yeah. So they actually have children. So the crazy thing is they probably believe that they parent their children better than we parent, which is why they think they can parent us.
Oh, that was good.
Mm-hmm. Because they're better parents.
Good. Yeah.
That's what makes the older ones think that. Now the other ones, I don't know.
Because my oldest one now, she's like this. She works. Mm-hmm. She comes home and she does all of this make your own stuff.
Oh yeah, everything
DIY.
Natural.
Yeah, everything is DIY. Yeah. Even now she's doing her own dog food, and I'm like, and I remember when she was giving me a baby, I said, "Girl, you ain't gonna have time. You're not gonna have time to be doing DIYs and going to work and all this other stuff that you're doing. But some kind of way she is figuring out how she making it happen. So that makes good sense. It's like, because I know for me, I couldn't do it. By the time I got home from work, and
let's just talk about the fact that they got one.
That's true.
And we had 3, 4,
yeah, that's
5
true.
at one point in time. So it's easy to do all that stuff when you only got one at home. So you think you cannot just parent them. And then when you really think about like the parenting that they do with us, it's not even real parenting, right? It's just them trying to boss us around. Because if we really behaved like children and had them like parent us in the way that they behaved, they wouldn't even be able to handle it. If we behaved the way they behaved when they were our children, like little or toddlers, whether it was toddler, teens, preteens, whatever that is, even as adults, if I even went to them acting like the way they act as adult children, they wouldn't know what to do. They'd be trying to ship us off to like military school or something.
Oh, you're right. You know what? I always say, I'm going to go to their house. I'm going to use up all their tissue. Not put a new roll up there.
Be like, keep all the lights on.
Keep all the lights on.
Door
the TV
windows
on,
open.
Everything open.
It's just like, yeah.
I'm going to pile the dishes up everywhere.
Put everything on Wi-Fi so that it just drags.
Yes.
I don't smoke. Have every device on.
I don't smoke, but I'm gonna
light some cigarettes and stuff around.
I'm just light it all around. I'm gonna leave bottles all over the place.
You be like, every cup in the house gonna be dirty.
Oh, and then I'm gonna throw away all the silverware. Get rid of all of it.
How you gonna eat? You gonna have plastic utensils.
And I'm gonna go in the refrigerator and I'm gonna drink everything in the refrigerator and I'm gonna leave a corner of it
you be
in
like,
the refrigerator.
Empty container in the refrigerator.
I thought you wanted it.
No, not that much. I don't want.
That's what I need to do. Just go to their house and just do all that, and then I'm gonna really act old and be senile and be like, huh?
What about the times when they try to tell you like how to take care of yourself, right? Like because. So, you go to the doctor and the doctor tell you, something wrong. Not something wrong, but they just give you your blood work with your little numbers, whatever. And it might be like a little high on the cholesterol, a little high on sugar, just something, right? Like whatever those little things are, And then you talking about it or they see the little blood work and they be like, oh, have you been taking your medication every day? It's
did you eat?
Have you eaten vegetables? What are you doing to take care of yourself? You probably need to walk more.
You need sunlight.
Yes, you need to go outside more every day. And I'm like, I don't need you. I've been taking care of me forever. I'm not there yet. I'll get there one day. What I really want is for them to parent me when I'm old and I need it. Can y'all please listen to that plea?
Yeah.
Like right now, I'm putting it out here in the universe. Children of mine, don't put me in the old folks' home. Take care of me like you're trying to take care of me today when I really need you to. That's what I need from you.
Listen, I'll be the one. They don't have to put me in a straitjacket and take me to an old folks home. Because I'm not going. I'm going to one of my kids'
You're not going to
house.
know. You're going to be senile or something.
Girl, Lord, let me keep that part of my memory to know that I belong to these kids.
You said that part. Just that part.
That I belong to these kids. And do not take me anywhere. But that's another thing. I think my daughter calls me every day. Mom, did you take your medicine?
I know.
Or everything is because your iron is low. Oh, I worked all day.
Like, I'm so tired because your iron is low.
And the crazy part is, her iron is really low too. It's like, girl, did you take your iron pills?
I'm exhausted. And they be like, oh, what'd you eat today? Did you eat? Did you get some vegetables? Like, no, I ain't eat no vegetables. Maybe, yes, I did. It don't matter, but you don't know. You ain't the doctor.
Oh, the favorite one for me is, well, that's because you drank too much wine today.
Goodness.
You're not drinking
enough water. Man, my daughter actually bought me a special cup. I wish I had it up here. She bought me a hydro jug, 40 ounces to make sure that I drink enough water. She's like, fill this up a couple of times a day.
And then I gotta go to the bathroom 100 times a day.
I feel like, I don't want all this water.
And then I can't get my work done because
I'm going to the bathroom too much.
Right, because we all know I go to work to take care of you. Because
yes, because I'm still footing the bill.
Because I'm still footing the bill.
But
yes.
Yeah, it's like, what in the world?
That's why I put up this post the other day. I said, isn't it crazy when you and your child have the same pay cycle, but she already calling you for money?
Oh my goodness. Like the day after payday.
No, the day before.
Oh, the day before? Okay.
Like she had already spent her paycheck.
She's like, like, I don't know about this.
And then you question yourself, who actually is the mom here? Huh?
Well, I don't know. These kids.
I don't know, but these kids are a little bit wacky.
Yeah.
And I don't understand. I mean, in some sense, it's funny. We're talking and it's funny, right? And it shows that they love us, right?
Do they? Yeah, they do.
It does show that they love us. But then at the same token, it's just like, really?
Girl, it's the boys, too, that get you, though. You got more than me. I got one. And he come out here and be like, what time you going to bed? When I get tired.
To be honest, I don't think my boys care that much.
Oh, my goodness. He stay coming out talking about isn't it your bedtime? Yeah. And I'm like, okay, like sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't. But you got to go to work in the morning. I know what I got to do. He's trying to make sure I get that paycheck to pay for them bills. Because he be like, all right, if mama don't get to work. So he stay clocking my bedtimes. And he'll be like, oh, what you doing? Why are you not in the bed? If I fall asleep on the sofa, it's go get in your bed. This is my bed. The whole house is my bed. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't think
the boys don't parent you as much as the girls.
No,
and it could be you got 3. I got 1.
Them boys don't parent me. They don't parent me as much as the girls do. They come in after the fact.
Yeah, I mean, with that one boy, I guess he feel like he gotta make sure he take care of his mama, cause he the only one that's gonna do it.
That makes me feel so lost.
Oh.
I need to know why my boys don't feel like they should parent me.
You be like, what's wrong with y'all?
I know that because y'all walking around here with all this common sense.
That's definitely not it. Like, come on, y'all. What is happening?
Yes, I'm feeling a little. Yes.
Girl, you're so stupid.
I'm feeling a little bit. Some kind of way.
So foolish.
Listen, I'm calling my boys. Listen, I'm taking a poll, y'all. For y'all that got more than one boy, do y'all boys parent y'all?
Yeah, that's actually a good question. Let us know. Let us know if it's more the girls, if it's more the boys, if you have more than one, how does that work? Do they do it together? That's actually good questions to ask our listeners to see.
Yeah, because I don't want to be alone. I'm already not alone, and these can't be my kids. But don't leave me out here alone, and my boys don't be trying to have
checking in.
Role reversal.
Your girls just got more of a motherly instinct.
And okay.
But them boys, I remember it's only one. He's the only one that asked me that. He'd be like, "Mom, you look tired." That's the worst one though. I'd be like, I look tired? Like, what you trying to say? I got bags under my eyes and something. I'm trying to look fabulous and you come here talking about I look tired. So what you doing?
I know I said last night.
Like I did. Like, what are you talking about? So, I don't know. These kids, but it's all about the role reversal where they think they know more than we do. And they are going to try to tell us how much more they know. Because, why not, right? They can do it better than we can.
Well, they're in the age of information, so all they got to do is go ask AI
how to be a parent.
Yes.
What AI tell you about being a parent?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Let me Google this right now. Let me see what's happening. How to be a parent? I'm trying to know.
But
because when I was growing up, there was no AI gave me look.
See, I told you they have grown up in the age of information. They have Google. They have AI. They have so many books.
They don't do this.
They don't do what?
This.
What they do?
It says fostering open communication, showing unconditional love, setting clear boundaries, leading by example, encouraging independence, and supporting interests. That's not how they parent. That's not what they do. That's not what they're doing.
Oh. Say some of that because I don't even think I did some of that. AI must be the perfect parent. Say that again.
I know. It says showing, you did these. Open communication.
Check.
Showing unconditional love.
Check, check.
Setting boundaries. Maybe.
Okay.
Leading by example.
Check.
Check. Encouraging independence.
Check.
Check. Check.
Check,
Check.
check.
And supporting their interests.
Check, check.
All the time.
Yes.
The only one is the boundaries. That's why we're still footing the bill. We haven't really set those clear boundaries, but I think I'm on my way there. Okay, no. You have to get silent on me like that.
I'm just saying.
She did the real quiet, y'all. She was like,
I was just thinking you leaving me out here by myself.
she's like, I do not want to say that because we all know. But
yeah, but we are going to get there. Maybe by season 3 we'll have some boundaries. But right now it's just realizing that we need boundaries.
yes, I don't know. It is. I'm not saying I don't know if we need them. I think it's definitely difficult to set them, right. You know that old saying, what do they say? Like, you created that monster and now you have to live with it. And yeah, I think we're living with our monsters because we definitely created them. But I mean, at the very least, they gave me some funny stories to tell you. So
that is true. They gave us a podcast.
So
that is so true.
Yeah.
Listen, like we always say every week, like, comment, subscribe. I would really, really like for y'all to comment because we want to hear what you have to say as well. I know a lot of people get on here and say that we're funny, and this podcast is aimed to be funny and talk about the funny stories about our children. But I also know that y'all got some funny stories out there as well.
100%.
Share them with us. Thankful
we
enough.
want to hear from y'all.
Yes, thankful enough. Between the two of us, we have 9 kids, so we got stories that can run around for a while. But we want to hear somebody else's story because we don't like feeling alone, or just like it's just the two of us with these crazy stories when we know for a fact that there's definitely others out there.
100%.
So again, like, comment, subscribe, share. Let us know if you got more than one and you have more than one boy, male. If they parent you, do they have role reversal, or is that more of a girl thing? Because like I said, my boys they don't role reversal on me at all.
None of them?
None of them.
No, maybe it is just because he's a single and he's my baby boy. So maybe there's some factors there. He's the youngest and he's the only boy. So
I don't know, but y'all tell us. Let us know if is it because he's the youngest, or is it just because my boys just don't care?
Y'all let her know, please, that she ain't out there alone, because I know them boys care. But yes. And so even though we all sit around and we say these can't be my kids,
the reality is
they are.
And we appreciate you. Thank you for joining us for another episode of These Can't Be Our Kids. Tune in next week. Not really sure what the topic will be next week. It just depends on what y'all have to tell us. But we will definitely see y'all next week. Have an amazing night.
Thanks for tuning in.